My name is Dr. Chichi. I'm an optometrist by profession, but also an entrepreneur by heart. I am the owner and the founder of the Peacock House and also the host of the Dr. Chichi Show. I grew up in Nigeria. My parents are originally from Nigeria, and that is in West Africa. And it was a very different kind of society that expects a lot from you, where there's a lot of respect, integrity, hard work, but also reward for doing the work. So for me, I think it laid the grounds for who I am. I have a global view of life, and I believe that everyone can succeed if you really give them the right tools. I believe in experiences. And so about 9 years ago, I started taking groups on bus trips, and one of the locations we visited was Sights and Sounds, and that is in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And it's a beautiful location, draws a lot of audiences from around the world. But the big thing that stands out for me is that people feel better when they take time away from their usual busy schedule to go to something that they would never have done on their own. And so that was just an angle of giving back, as well as giving people a chance to take away their attention from anything else they could have been doing, but just learning about new culture. So we do a little bit of sightseeing about the Amish community, and just have a nice experience on a day trip, and that has brought so many more people wanting to be a part of that as well. When I was about 7 years old, my father brought home a peacock, and I remember thinking vividly in my mind that any business I owned would have the word peacock in it. I just love to see how the bird had so many beautiful colors, but just felt so proud of herself. At the time, I can say it's a she, but it just put something in me because my father owned his own business. My mom also owned her own businesses. So I think that I grew up from a home that laid that foundation. My father was a medical doctor. He's late now. In his honor, he built a hospital in my village, and my mom multiple businesses. And so when I see leadership by example, when I see people able to come to them and get support and solution for what their problems are, that was exactly what helped me start my own business and just continue to do what they have taught me to. I believe that those who show up go up. I also believe that we have to remain students and run in our lanes, because I think most people try to compare their vision, their passion with other people. Everyone is not made to beat records in a month. Everyone is not meant to make millions. There are people who lose integrity when they have too much money. And so if you don't have the right foundation for your growth, it can be overwhelming. Some have lost family, some have lost their health because they are chasing after the things that can be termed as wealth. So in my opinion, what is wealth? Wealth is really that ability to give back to the community, to feel satisfied knowing that you have helped other people along the way. So for me, I think that's the biggest lesson. No one goes up alone, and it takes a village, not just to raise a child, but also to build a trusted community. And so when I give my review on things, when I give my word, I like that people can count on that. And that has been my staple. It's not about how many people we network with, it's how well we network. It's not about who gets to praise you or like you or follow you, especially with the world of social media now. It's about the level of impact that you can make, knowing that if you come back and do it again, the integrity that you put forward is what makes the statement for you. And I know the world can be better if we all turned around and help just a little bit. So I just like to hear people's stories, and I think I've been honored to be in a position to learn about different business plans and just different ways that people are wired. Why is this person passionate about what they do? That why can be the drive. And so for me, P&L does not only stand for profit and loss, but people and love. And that should be the way to go, because together we can do more. In 2018, I actually started the Dr. Chichi show. And the same year was when I had the location for the Peacock House, and that just became a way to build a network, bring people together, and just see people's messages just get blown even bigger. But I just want to thank God for the opportunity to serve. It's been a journey for me of just not just personal growth, but taking people along as I've gone into different aspects of what I do. I feel like I have books in me, and that is how a whole lot of people feel sometimes. We're just being able to put them down into thoughts and then get it out to see that dream come true is the way that I am going now. And it's gonna have tools for people in terms of entrepreneurship for all ages. It's going to be able to embrace and capture the ways that people can feel more courageous, because a lot of people hold back because of fear of the unknown, fear of anyone believing in your vision. So I'm gonna play the role of using that book as a tool for helping people get that vision out of them, birth that dream, believe enough to get to the finish line. And that is what the book will be about. So I'm excited to finally be able to do this. I am self-taught when it comes to entrepreneurship. I studied optometry in college in Nigeria, and then I am licensed here in the United States. But the truth is that I think that I have always been around entrepreneurs. I grew up around entrepreneurs. We were made to do some of the work also when we're back home from school. So I believe so much in the idea of volunteering and just spending time around people who do things that you're passionate about, because I think that set me off to knowing how to deal with people, learning to listen. Customer service should come natural. It's not something that you have to take classes for. If you're born around people and you're taught how to relate to people, communicate to them, follow up when you should, just be the person who says, if I was a customer in this establishment, how would I want to be treated? And so that can be you raising the bar. So for me, I really feel honored that I have learned along the way, but I'm always open. Sometimes too, it's good to have coaches. Some people have to go through workshops, go to some trainings, just to better learn and master the skill of what you're trying to do. And I just want to say this as a final comment to everyone who will watch this and everyone who will feel ready for their next step. Don't ignore changes. When an environment is going through changes, find out what your business model needs to do to stay relevant. I think some people have been really hit hard because they were stuck in the way they used to do in their business. But if younger generations are coming up, people who you're used to dealing with are looking for new ways to be reached, we have to stay adaptable and also malleable to adopt or learn to pay for things that will help us continue to thrive, so that our competition will not always overwhelm us. When we are ready, we can do more. And so that's just my word to all entrepreneurs. Let's stay encouraged and stay connected with the right people, and your vision can blow up bigger than you ever expected. So thank you for doing this. Thank you.